the chance to talk, to write articles, and all the authorities in my ear were so happy. And
what confusion!
Yes, and it's really fun. And even Beethoven in the sonatas, the Moonlight Sonata, the outer tone is much more beautiful.
Well, let's hear it.
It starts like this. The down tone is. I find the other quite nerve-wracking, you know. Yes, it's. Well, that's such a funny thing. Anyway.
Earl, I noticed that in the Jadot alla Villadesta,
yes,
you changed lists from his little tremolos to wide-spaced arpeggiation.
I have an aversion against tremolos because I went to silent movies when every time anybody I can't stand it when the tremolos begin because it's so ugly. So every time there are tremolos, instead of this, and I find it sounds more watery.
Do it a little more because I tell you, it was so effective.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Anymore, but it is. I always hated tremolos, and only once in a while do I like tremolos. And I must tell you also that you know this. I played fourth flute in the United States Navy Band for 2 years during the Second World War, and I sat next to a marvelous cellist named Bernard Greenhouse. And when I would hold my flute like this and talk into the mouthpiece and would go into his ear. And I would say terrible things, and he would shake, and the conductor would stop and scream at him. And our conductor was really something because he loved Samson and Delilah, the buck and all. And every time we came to the place where the slapstick was, he used to stop 95 men and say, "That's Samson smacking Delilah in the ass." The first time we heard it, we thought it was very funny. Second time, not so funny. About the eighth time, you want to throw up. And it was really something. The 2 years were wonderful. Oh, I learned so much.
That was in the Army?
Navy.
Navy. Did you see any kind of action?
No, the only action I saw was in the cemetery. And, I had a very interesting time in Washington because I was always so busy. When I went to New York, I went from one musical event to the other, and I never had really a vacation, and I had a check from ABC or NBC from 1936 to 1968, weekly, no matter what I did. If I had to play somewhere, they let me go. And I played all kinds of programs, jazz and everything, and it was very enlightening because so many of the musicians looked down on me because I did all of these things. But I learned something, and I never said anything. And for years, I kept quiet. I didn't say anything. I was waiting till later. So it was very funny, that whole scene. And I learned so much about everything. And when I was in the Navy, I played, the second day I was in the Navy, I had a call from the White House because the Secretary of the Treasury's wife was a violinist. And when she heard I was there, she called up and I gave a concert for Roosevelt and 14 of his friends, including Crown Princess Martha. And it was very interesting. And after that, I was in the society column every day, and I met everybody. And when I went into the Navy Yard the day after I played at the White House,